Hey guys, I just wanted to catch you all just before I started the narrations. I don't usually do this. It's just regarding the comments on the videos. I do try to reply to every comment that I get, but at the minute, and it's with some specific accounts that I can't reply to any of the comments of, and sometimes just random accounts. YouTube, whether I'm on the app or on my computer, on my phone, or on my web browser, it's not letting me reply to people's comments. It comes up saying like error 400 and then I can't remember what it says. But don't stop commenting, guys, because I really do appreciate you guys' comments. It does help the channel grow. It helps me communicate with you more and everything. So if I don't reply to your comments, like, it's just probably glitching. Anyway, into the stories. Peace out, guys. I'm a 17-year-old college student studying IT at Bolton College in the UK. As I think pretty much everyone has, I recently downloaded the Pokemon Go game for my Samsung S4 Mini. I downloaded it before it was officially out in the UK and stopped playing it before it had been released. The first day I had the game, I caught a few Pokemon. I chose a Charmander to start and had built up quite the collection of Weedles, Caterpies and Drowsies. I was walking around my local town and decided to head back home. The walk home took me through the Moss, a small greenland in my area. Luckily, on the other side of the Moss was a Pokestop, which meant I could restock on some balls. I was walking over the Moss. I was engrossed in my game. I caught a Bellsprout in the bush and carried on walking towards a Pokestop when, suddenly, the Pokestop had a purple cloud around it. I now know this means a lure module, which attracts Pokemon, had been placed at the stop. At the time I had no idea what it was and continued through the Moss to get to the Pokestop. I finally approached the exit of the Moss and used the Pokestop. 3 Pokeballs. I was still unsure as to what the swirls were, but I saw 2 guys sat on a bench looking at their phones. I assumed they must have been using the Pokestop too, having been in town all day and seen hundreds of players. Hi guys, are you playing Pokemon? Do you know what the swirls around the Pokestops are? In a split second, one of the guys pulled a knife out and lunged in my direction. Grabbing me by the collar, he kept screaming, "Give me your phone! Where's your money? Give me your fucking bag!" I was terrified. I handed over all my things and the guy shouted something along the lines of, "You must have more than that on you." I said something back like, "No mate, I swear, please, just leave it." They both turned away and, for a split second, I was slightly relieved. However, it was short-lived as the guy without the knife turned and thumped me in the face, so hard I fell to the floor. I then heard both the guys run off and I stood up. I was hurt. There was blood dripping from my face and lots of it. I was panicking and went to my pocket to get my phone, forgetting I had just been robbed. Across the bridge from the Moss were around 4 houses opposite the stables. I ran straight to them and banged on a door. I don't remember much else until I woke up in an ambulance on the way to the hospital. Turned out, I had broke my nose and cheekbone and had also fractured my eye socket. I had passed out at the door I was knocking on, but luckily the people heard, took me in, and called an ambulance. Had they not been in, who knows what would have happened. The hospital called the police and I told them what I remembered. They told me about the lure module and said they had had a few reports of them being used to lure in not only Pokemon, but also unsuspecting victims into robbery traps whilst they were distracted and often carrying expensive technology right out in front of them. I was in hospital for roughly 3 weeks and had to have various operations on my face. I have only recently got home this week and am still hurting every day. If this has taught me one thing, it's that I don't really feel the need to catch them all anymore. In fact, I've deleted Pokemon altogether. there's probably a lot of stories going around about an experience they've had with the new Pokemon Go game. Whether it be creepy or just raving about how much fun it is. I personally love the game and can't stop playing it, but the story I've got for you today, on my experience, is definitely creepy. This happened to me 2 weeks ago, before the game was released in the UK, so not many other people were playing it yet. I wanted to go on a long walk to find Pokemon and some Pokestops, and I live in a pretty rural area, but there's a city around an hour and a half walk away, so I packed a bag and a portable charger and took my dog with me. The route to the city is mainly through local farmers' fields and then woodlands, but there are also some popular roads on the way. I had made it into town for about 9:30 and it was starting to get dark, and I had just made it to the last Pokestop on the outskirts of the city. I noticed there were a few cars parked up with the lights on, but I didn't take much notice as I wanted to get home as fast as I could. I made it about 15 minutes away from the city when I noticed one of the cars from the Pokestop drive past me. It slowed down and started to park up on the side of the road. The two guys got out of the car and asked me where I was going. I didn't want them to know how far I was travelling, and so I just said I lived down the next road. They looked kind of annoyed and said they would drive me, but I said I didn't need it, and headed on my way. That put me on edge, and now I was fully concentrating on my way home and getting there quick. I headed through a small village, sticking to busy roads and making sure I stayed in the light. But then I got to the woodland, just as I noticed the same car drive past. This is the moment I completely lost it and started running through the woodland. My dog noticed I was panicked and started barking and running around wildly through the trees. My dog is a big border collie and is very protective, which made me feel safer. When he started to calm down, I managed to get home without seeing the guys and the car again. When I think of it, they may have been driving to the village and just wanted to give me a lift there to save me walking, but at the time I thought it could have been something different they intended. And this story isn't really a creepy experience directly with Pokemon Go, but this did happen when I was playing Pokemon Go. Safe to say, I won't be walking to town that late ever again. Hey guys, 2 pretty creepy stories there. I hope you enjoyed them both. I've been loving the new Pokemon Go game, if I'm telling the truth. Let me know what you guys think of it in the comments below. Let me know if you've had any creepy experiences yourself. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe for more, and comment any ideas you have for future videos. Peace out, guys.